So this is Brian Moore for Causeway Coast Community. I'm with David Jackson here, the Chief Executive of the Causeway Coast and Glensborough Council, who of course are big players in the Vauxhall International 2018 Northwest 200. But David, a lot of people probably don't realise just how much the council does. Could you talk me through the various events and ways in which you help the event?
Yeah, well, for a number of responsibilities during the Northwest 200, Brian. Up front, we give a donation of just over 72,000, which helps in setting up all the infrastructure and the running of it. Race week is a festival for the full week, which is the responsibility of the council. We lead out on that. Obviously the purpose of that is to try to say, obviously the motorbikes are the key element, but this is about more than that. It's about showcasing the area at its absolute best. And you'll also see out on the side of the road, working alongside the volunteers, a squad of council staff led by Mr. Andy Scott. And they're absolutely instrumental in terms of making this happen, in terms of getting the infrastructure set up, getting the course set up. They're working from Easter onwards, just making sure that the triangle area is set up for some fantastic racing. We're stood here just beside race control, and behind me there's also an emergency planning team. We have council representation on that. We have responsibility, in that worst case scenario, if there was any sort of emergency incident, we'd have a control element on that too. But I suppose most importantly, from the council perspective, it's about trying to make sure that people come here and have an absolutely fantastic time in this fantastic area.
And you touched on Andy Scott and the gang there, because you don't just give a financial contribution, you give a lot in kind as well. And of course there's a debrief, so really once the event is over, you start planning for the next year as well.
Yes, look, this is part of, I always look at the Northwest 200, it's a catalyst for the summer season in the Causeway Coast and Glens. It gives that sort of injection of energy into it, and then the whole events programme folds on from that. So Andy and the guys, they're instrumental in terms of making this event happen, but then we're straight into a whole lot of other events, the Maritime Festival down in Ballycastle, the Air Show in September. Just go from one big event to the next, and those are the guys behind the scenes who are actually making the stuff happen.
Yeah, a lot of events, as you say. I mean, every month there's a major festival. We're coming close to Pirates of Portrush as well, which I'm very glad I'm involved in, because it's a marvellous event. And you say Northwest 200, and I mean, the pictures go right around the world of this wonderful scenery that we have here, and your own PR team do a great job, I have to say, as well.
Yeah, it's all about promoting the area at different levels. Obviously our team's trying to hit the sort of Northern Irish market, but we're relying on everybody else to pump these pictures out, not just the motorcycle fans, but anybody. You see the aerial photography on Thursday night and Saturday, sure, even standing here today, the coastline's breathtaking, and that's what you need. I think I was told during the Irish Open in Port Stewart last year there were 400 million people viewed the Port Stewart Strand, so that's why we're seeing tourists coming in huge numbers, not just in the summer months but all year round. It's hopefully a very good news story for everybody.
Wonderful. David Jackson, thank you very much indeed.